forwards, they can look to step.
He just went into it, so he knows only one player in tree.
Well, from there, they must know that there's still 2 or 3 more hiding out towards the A main here. Just the other side of this wall, there's 2 or 3 players stacking up. It's going to be a bit of a bloodbath. It's Kiwi to start things off, down to a 4v4, but this is where we've got to see the play come through. Diffuse is going down in the 4 versus 4, still halfway done, and here we go. They're the kills that you're looking for. It's over to FUT here in the first round with the success.
Orb.
A little bit of pressure coming out the Omen out towards A as well, just holding the 2 players that are sat on site back, and it's
there it is.
It's almost draining the breach over as well, expecting there to be another, but with that pickup, as you say, that completely shut down, and hopefully there's that read now that surely the push is coming in over towards C. Here we go, it's a 1-step across as well, but not going to be a second coming out from ceNder as he's putting the bin down on towards the site though. It is once again in control of FUT, looking excellent in these execute ceNder.
Destrian still a big problem though as he finds the first, noted the second.
No!
And oh no, qRaxs is looking the wrong way. Destrian finds by range. So he actually has to play float a lot of the time. And on defense, what that means is if he's hard committing to holding off one entry point, either that's over towards Mound or over towards A, it leaves you a lot easier time, like FUT are taking advantage of, moving towards A now.
Well, they know the site's completely clear, but do they know about the breach inside a tree? Surely there's an expectation that you'll have a player here, as here comes the button. This is going to be the big fight as well. Immediately out comes the concuss, but no, MOJJ finds his man. They've got full site control, but there's still 2 at the back end.
Watch this, though. They busted down Baby Door. Now they're into B, absolutely dancing, breaking the ankles of Vitality. Now the late lurk from MOJJ is going to be huge. He's outside the switch, outside tree, but now ceNder's going to have info on everyone.
That ultimate really could have led to a couple more, but they managed to get the plan down and get out of dodge. Out towards safety, you've got the go to play for. They're going in for the defuse, and can they stop this as well? I don't think they can. It's going to get completed out here.
They got
it! It's the mow down from AtaKaptan. Attaboy with a 3K.
Aggression from Vitality. Now this harbor wall did go down, and it's actually really narrow, cutting off the spike. I was wondering if they're going to try to get on this quickly, but they're still Killjoy mollies. They've got to work past.
Oh, ceNder. He's got to do all the work here, but no, the flash. Oh, he gets it through the full flash as well. FaliN finds 2, make it a 3, make it a 4. This man just sat Vitality down solo. FUT get the round again, a brilliant early play. And
so wrong read, like repeatedly like this. Vitality moving over towards A, FUT are set up to go C, and yet there's 2 players on C and some tripwires to play with as well.
Here we go, and they know what's going on as well as the pressure comes on through. They should know what's going down, but ceNder has already mowed him through too. It's a game of hero plays in multi-kills everywhere, but ceNder will not find the 3K in this round. MOLSI converts 1 into a second. There's only MrFaliN left standing, and finally Vitality will find their second round.
MVP of that round, BONECOLD. The entire team is rotating over towards A. This could be a really convincing fake, and yet Twisten has not abandoned the A site. MOLSI is also getting called over and sees everything.
We've got to see the KO. qRaxs had to get that kill, but simply didn't get it. Now we've got to find and see if we can get one into side as well. Neon's managed to march her way through, but Kiwi can't get one either. Those 2 had to get some kills to make this work, I felt, but they've got themselves into a spot where it's a 2 versus 2. It is still savable for FUT.
No time, 13 seconds. The interrupt there with the breach hold is absolutely massive, but AtaKaptan finds the kill. 2-on-1 now and time to plant.
But they've got all the information they need. Sees one at distance as well. Does he know about the box?
He got him! He got him! It's over!
What he's got to do, he's got to live, he's got to hold. 1.5 seconds! He sees him at close range! ceNder gets the shutdown, and
we're trying to get in the site fast with Vitality.
They're really going to make this push work, though. We've seen a couple of walls really benefit the side of FUT in this round, coming out of Destrian first with the orb, and now on site itself, but they force them out towards backside.
FaliN's on a walkabout through B as well, so no player on site for them. qRaxs has to fight forward with the team now, but Vitality are mowing them over.
Absolutely boring them down here as well into another, but it's all down to MrFaliN. Of course, we know that spike is down. He brings it into the 1v1. Who wins out here? It's MOLSI or FaliN to give their team at least a lead for a moment. Stepping out towards one side, taps on towards the spike. A second time coming in. He's got a hold and FaliN. He ain't falling for that one. In we go.
The retake. I was shocked to see that, and I'm equally shocked to see the Bucky.
I don't think they know Twisten's managed to get this close. This could be a big time for the Bucky to shine as 4 players line up. But no, in comes the flash. They come out. That's beautiful play. Immediately there's a trade to come in, but now MOLSI looking a little bit isolated, calls in for the backup. Everyone's rotated over, but he is down.
It's possible they split. I think they're going to break down door and move into B, which opens up Destrian with an interesting angle.
They've got one waiting on the flank as well. That Killjoy lurking off towards one side. Down goes one more. Spike's down as well. They've dropped it inside Link. That's not what they needed, but they find the kills regardless. Good cleanup by FUT. But can they break it in time is the real question. They're trying to fight their way through, but simply haven't found it yet. In they come, but MOLSI! No, you can't be missing those! MOJJ into a 2. It's somewhat saved by Twisten and Destrian, but one of the two goes down as well. It feels like FUT might have just forced their way into a round win.
That was a disaster from Vitality. Somehow MOJJ finding 2, unbelievable.
They really should have got those.
But now BONECOLD, he has to do something, just a 1-for-1.
For
Maybe a moment.
Could have brought that down to a 2v1, but just couldn't quite find his man. And now Twisten, 2 separate angles isolated off. Clearly, they're not 100% sure exactly where he's coming from.
And they're not going to give him a fight. Look how deep AtaKaptan's pushed. Maybe now coming back in.
Now they know, and this is the problem. He simply does not have the time. You got one more stepping in, he can't even find Kiwi, who gives FUT the 9-3 half. Although again, they can get this finish down without any kind of weird backstab, but they've got 2 of the 4, but no one's on flank watch.
MrFaliN still hasn't made noise on C, so that's why ceNder hasn't walked in yet. He's so aware that this could be happening.
Here comes the Viper from behind as well, but really looking to make the play happen, but it's 2 coming in for FUT to start things off. qRaxs living up to his name, finding Twisten and Destrian. It's a 3rd coming in as well, make it a 4th. The man is absolutely flying, and they almost catch ceNder with his pants down, no pistol in hand. At 5v1, he gets 1, finds 2, almost 3. But as I said, in that first half, so many the hero plays FUT have come out on top. Can they force them back?
This is doable. All they have to do is throw up that Viper orb, get on the spike, force some of these Vitality players out of the area. Oh no, Kiwi finds the first.
The door, does he know? Sees the man off towards his left. This 1v1 could be pretty critical here as well. 2 more kills, so ceNder coming up massive alongside Destrian. 2v3, make it a 1v3. And by the looks of it, Kiwi, he's getting out of dodge.
Those B post plants always make me a little bit nervous. I think importantly for Vitality, they were able to plant on the high ground there as opposed to down inside the pit, because when you play off-site and you're planted mid, now FUT are not fighting on this whatsoever, so they've still got 2.
Now comes the ultimate as well. The Harbor revealing everyone, but still we're going to see Kiwi step across and find 1 for himself. They know the play is coming in, but no, quick rotate out towards B. Yep. They're in through door, but they're going into so many traps on site. There's 2 nano swarms waiting. That's points and points of damage, loads of HP being chewed away, but still they march on forwards. It goes back into a 2 versus 2, and Vitality have got site control.
FUT playing together for now, actually sending Kiwi over the Kiwi might be a little unexpected.
And that's the pressure coming out as well, just kind of lets you know, in case you weren't already sure, there are 2 players nearby. Kiwi, this 1v1
huge.
is so huge. Sees the man as well on the spray through. MOLSI's all that's left, and they can't find him. Kiwi comes out big, up to match point. FUT go.
Give FUT an 8-round advantage. That is huge. And now with the late pivot, with only 2 players into mound, including the spike, there's 2 players here. What can you do?
Get aggressed on 2 is the only way I can describe it. They brought down 2, realized the spike was here too. That's all they need. Enough to communicate that this is going to slow down Vitality by another 20, 30.
Fall back, condense space, so you can play together more easily, right? That's exactly why they call over MOJJ over to C. He was playing leaning a little bit more B heavy. And actually, this could be huge. But who plays that deep, right? This is exactly what you want to see from FUT.
And being completely dominated here at 12 and 4. They'll get the spike down, but it feels like a consolation prize when there are 4 players of FUT bearing down on them in this retake that they've looked so good in so far.
Only 1 flash for qRaxs here. MOLSI has to find something. Actually, great timing popping on through, but has to fall back towards his team.
Brings out the ult as well, but with ceNder left alone against 3 or 4 bearing down on him all at the same time. This one feels like it's done and dusted, but has to find, go big. Cannot even do that. AtaKaptan, dream map for him, a dream map for FUT as they clean up Vitality, 13 and 4.
Surprised to see them just zooming over into this A site. FUT tank trying to play full retake, almost playing super deep towards spawn.
They've forced everyone out as well and towards B-Link, and gonna have to retake Heaven here as well. It's already been smoked off, so full control taken by FUT. A bit of a bottleneck to come pushing back in through.
AtaKaptan bought full util on the breach of all things, so insane on the retake. Doesn't matter though when Destrian and BONECOLD are playing off another so perfectly. ceNder as well from over near short gets 2. Vitality clean that ceNder put down up in A lobby to stop any forward creep, any forward flank option. As well as the turret to peer on out of that, but MOJJ just peeking out from backside is able to find a kill. And now if they actually convert over into this A site, Kiwi's just sort of jiggling here. They just sneak past him. They're not going to expect him this wide, and yeah.
Oh, okay, good night. Sit,
gorgeous.
Sit.
Kiwi, a slow week 1. by no stretch of the imagination. The rest of FUT really stepping up around him. But already in the first map and now the opening rounds, looking sick with it.
I mean, some of the maybe fair criticism put against FUT was that unless Kiwi was playing well, the team didn't really pop. You know, there's times you look at him and say, right, he's the player that has to play well, or this team simply doesn't come to the races. I feel, given that last map, it's pretty fair to say they are getting over that curse.
Ooh, look at this flank actually coming in. Killjoy did fall, so we got straight past that alarm bot. MrFaliN has an opportunity to shoot Twisten straight in the side of the head. That's absolutely perfect, and that's what we need to see more of as FUT try to retake this site in the future. MOLSI sort of stuck down in hell with not a lot to do. So MOJJ will finish be a really good idea for them to do down long here if they wanted to. Maybe take the peek down C first, and then when you decide to fully commit, that's when you go. Or, oh no! That was nasty.
Making an op of his own, but it doesn't quite sound the same or doing anywhere near as much damage, but it doesn't matter when the Vandal gets the headshot at that distance. Beautiful shot.
Reinforcements are here with MOJJ, and oh yeah, the flash, perfect timing as MOLSI comes out from the side. I mean, there's nothing you can do, BONECOLD maybe, but still, they haven't been able to get out onto C, so they have to peek back behind them, only 20 seconds on the clock.
Hard rotate to B.
They do have a B plant.
I was gonna say, please, the timing could be horrible, but ceNder gets it just right. AtaKaptan put down in the ground, down into this 2 versus. That implies that it's bad though, but it's not bad. This is good.
You know what's bad? Killing Wingman. I don't support that.
Everyone's hard until Wingman rolls up with a gun in his hands. The Kiwi, though, finding one, down to this 1 versus 1. This one feels pretty much done and dusted. You've got BONECOLD at range. It's done.
He's got a shock blast as well, so a shock dart even. And that would have just absolutely one-shot Kiwi. So Kiwi gonna run on out of here, save. Actually, he could recover this operator. If he gets that op, and you can see actually BONECOLD is sprinting towards the op. He does not want to let that happen.
Oh, is it their time? No, no! Oh, really?
Yeah, it is. A lot of people ask me a lot of the time if I'm Turkish. I'm not, but I do use the name Ender.
Oh, let's go flying over the top.
Poor Ben.
I swear, it's a bit of a mow down. Poor Ben can do nothing more but watch on. As once again, Vitality have forced their way in towards the site. A strong start here so far in Haven, and it continues.
Oh, that one went pretty high up there. MOJJ's able to get past it, find the opener. Coming around the corner, gets his 3rd on the round. And all of a sudden, MOLSI has to do everything. It's not going to be enough as ceNder takes one, and it's MOJJ on the 4K to close out the round.
Massive retake. And
right there, it gives a really great entry point into this site. And they see him too.
Teleport out as well, out to safety, but finds one. Gets the reset now, so look, once again, finds the 2nd. Twisten's in and doing work. 2 kills in the round, and Vitality have got sight.
Twisten is popping. I think MOJJ's ready for it, and is clearing out Garage now, but doesn't see anyone.
Oh, this could be the play. He works his way into Garage. Here he goes on the march on through, looking towards that side angle. Finds one, but can't finish him off. And all he's got left is the shorty. You can't be start points with that, I don't feel, my friend. Not on 5 HP. Ready for one sports coming now as well. Off towards the side. Can't find his man. But Kiwi, I think his time is done and dusted in this round.
Oh, man. Twisten just jumping around with his knife out. Dancing all over FUT's grave. Kiwi survives with that operator. Oh man, fantastic round out of Twisten. They're able to, all this drone is going in just to force Kiwi off the angle. The rest of the team is still threatening over towards C, where there's still Killjoy utility aplenty for FUT they've got to get through.
Oh, Fallen so close there as well. Gets some a little bit of assist coming in from MOJJ. And in fact, it is Fallen swinging out again. Gets the 2nd onto MOLSI. Big garage control established.
Yeah, Fallen went all the way into spawn, but they heard him as Destrian rather, not Fallen. And they are all swinging around him. Fallen secures the kill. No way the spike gets planted. Not with Kiwi down long.
I mean, there's time to get it down, but how long he can hold on to it really is going to become the next big question. Has no idea. And here comes the swing. Easy one tap coming out from Kiwi. BONECOLD goes down and FUT kills, but so far no aggressive push coming out.
Sad thing is that won't be really recoverable for qRaxs, so just a 1-shot on that one. Maybe a world where he could have turned it around after seeing the Omen TP and put it in a much more retrievable position so that when this C hit went in, he could then grab it.
Timing. Looks away at just the wrong moment. Alpha free kill was waiting there. ceNder bringing one back. Isn't qRaxs, as I've already mentioned, has struggled to get himself involved in this map. And again, just always looking away from angles at the exact wrong moment. And even with it in hand, cannot find what he's looking for. Kiwi looking for his first in the round, and finally it lines up. It's Twisten into a 2nd. Back to the days of COD 4 with that quick scope, and 2 more come out. FUT bring it even at 5. Readable. And FUT are the ones who we saw back on that first half being able to go from 0 to 100 in the space of a second. Vitality haven't really shown that yet.
This double hold down A short, they don't want to allow MOLSI to get in position to rock the Rolling Thunder. You can throw it from over here and it'll actually hit much more short.
Great play.
But oh no. It actually hits both players, but the fact there's a third on site means Twisten can't hop up and over, can't get that real wrap around. And now it's all falling apart. MOLSI can't find absolutely anything. The rest of FUT are able to escape. How are they alive?
It's unbelievable they're walking away from this one in one piece as the backstab comes through as well. But they get the Mo down. Down goes the Spike. It's a 2 versus 3.
One enemy remaining.
Oh dear. And it's going from bad to worse from Vitality in this round as well. Even
Going to hit your site. They can make a play like that and just shut everything down. Everything Vitality was trying to do. Instantly canceled.
Oh, I was going to say ceNder had 1 all point to go to get his ultimate, but as he's gone for it, he's been baited in. Vitality, they played out so well in the follow-up to that play, mind you. A massive couple of kills out of that BONECOLD ultimate, and this looks to be the kind of play they were looking for. 2v3 for FUT, but Vitality looking for that 6-6 split.
It'll all come down to FaliN here. Can he kill BONECOLD? He's making some noise. BONECOLD is going to be ready, but BONECOLD still falls.
Man.
2 on 2. So what does this mean? Destrian and MOLSI trying to re-clear space towards CT.
They got the cross as well. If they can isolate a 2 versus 1 onto AtaKaptan, that's what they need. He's going to go looking. Captain! Captain, my captain!
Brutal. I mean, the fact is, usually FUT would dodge away from the early info they got towards A, maybe expecting a rotation off, because they're just challenging it.
Wow. What?
Yep.
How'd Turret get that?
Turret got the last hit. Someone took him down real low, and then Turret was like, yeah, I'll finish the job.
Turret's like, thanks for the assist.
Yeah.
Not kill stolen, kill secured.
Oh, boy.
But here we come. This is what I mean. The pace, though. Look at where Vitality would dance around A long and A short for the longest time. FUT have just said, to hell with that. We're going in. Spike already down in the 5v2.
That is rough. Destrian, I mean, you have to be able to find fights from window here, but if FUT don't give it to him, Destrian's just going to be sitting up here for forever. There's nothing they can do. They don't have flash to get back on site. Don't give him a fight.
This is it. No need to peek. If they push it to you and you play for a 2v1 crossfire trade, you win out 2-0.
Yep.
You have 2 players left. Round is yours. Captain, though, feels at least 1 as Destrian steps forward. Ping down to 15. 1 more shot will be enough. Thought for a second it might be Turret picking that one up, but no, it's MOJJ the man.
And MOJJ in a position to take these opening fights, see what they can do. And actually, Twisten stepping on out here. That Turret just always going to be placed
MVP.
on attack.
MVP.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Finds 1. Can find a second. Yes, he can, but the third as well. Didn't know about the one below. Doesn't really matter, as they have absolutely cleaned up here as well. A 2v3. And still, how on earth has qRaxs brought it back up to this point? A 2v2.
MOJJ. Oh, the timing, brutal right there. There's a flank coming in from BONECOLD as well. But now they've been able to clear it out. Now they know.
They swing this at the same time. They've got to have an idea that he's sat on short. There's only one place he could possibly have moved away to without being seen, and they must know. Sure enough, they do. They swing at the same time.
I love the setup, though. The ideas with the utility. Now re-aggressing BONECOLD. Here they go, trying to catch him on the timing.
They get both as well. Kiwi's the one doing it. Great bit of util coming in to deny it away. But MOLSI up close. He's going to find 2. He's going to shut everything down. Take all the bite out of that execute and keep Vitality going. MOJJ left in a 1v3.
They're on every single angle for MOJJ. He's had so many insane rounds before, but with utility just being thrown at him. Unrelenting. It all comes down to
MOJJ is like 1 away from having his online too. They've got the ability to shut down a lot of this aggression that can come out of Vitality, but really you're looking at Vitality and saying with 4 online, this is yours for the march.
Yikes. Some of the worst players to lose. Your primary initiator, and then also smokes, like, I would call the round, honestly. I mean, somehow they've actually just gotten onto A, right? Vitality are sort of giving them that one. This is not a good situation to be in.
At this point, I think you'll take those 300 credits as well. Just going to take a bit of time for a couple of players to come back in over here from Vitality. A 1-for-1 again, it always favors that team with a higher number count. 4v2 down to a 4 versus 1. Vitality get the hold on here unless qRaxs can really live up to his name and do some magic. He simply cannot.
Stomp. By time now. Vitality 4 players. MOLSI has full util and the ultimate to clear this out, so it's very important. AtaKaptan has his concuss. When the breach util comes in, he has to throw that down towards CT here, so they can't play off it instantly.
We found one already in Ender as well. Ender, ceNder even. Never killed you, my friend. Kiwi starting things off though again. 5v3. FUT's still in full control. And that Thrash is back up once again here, looking for a couple more. They're knowing exactly where they're going to come from. Gets in there and gets to the takedown. They know what's coming. This one is done and dusted.
Plays Garage and then stays on the ground Garage like this. This is not something you do. It actually may be the B hit, but again, MOLSI has the... Oh no, MOLSI dies! MOLSI can't die! You have Rolling Thunder!
Yes, I've got 3 more as well. Out comes it from BONECOLD. He got a 2K with it last time, but here, I don't think he's going to find himself with the same look. It's a 5v2. 5v2 now off the back of that 5v3, sorry. This looks to be all about wrapped up. ceNder finds at least one back, but it's looking dire.
That was I think AtaKaptan concussed C-Link off a comm from Kiwi. He's up in outer space and then comes down for the kill. Absolutely unreal. And now there's virtually no chance for Vitality in the round. Just util dump on util dump.
One enemy remaining.
Kiwi's going on a walkabout through enemy spawn.
Scary thing is, you haven't even really made him work for that. No flanks coming in, and for FUT, once again, this just feels like your ABCs.
Twisten could go for the long flank, though. He's got an operator. He's the least useful player on this. He's actually going Garage. So it's everyone into Garage, but FUT still very forward on site. They have so many angles they can peek into Garage from.
BONECOLD that maybe was a problem, but Destrian gets 2. The spray transfer is beautiful, collects 2. AtaKaptan gets one back onto the other side. Kiwi into another. It's all falling apart for Vitality as FUT clean.